cuña, sí. ¿No?
Más o menos, like...
Somos las voces que representan un país. En Unab Radio nos unen las diferencias. Una gran variedad de caminos que nos llevan a un mismo lugar. Este es tu lugar seguro. Somos diversidad de voces. Somos Unab Radio.
¿Tienes que trabajar toda la mañana en la oficina o quedarte en clase hasta las 12? Nosotros te acompañamos con la mezcla de la música de ayer y de hoy, en todos los géneros y en todos los idiomas que no escucharás en ninguna otra parte. La mezcla de la música de ayer y de hoy. En Unab Radio somos variedad. Somos tú.
First time in this semester. Hello, how you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm kind of, I don't know, worried about these things falling apart. You know? So this is the first program of Unab On Air on this second semester in 2024. And this is the first time we are going to have our program today with you, the special guest and the special guests on this semester from the Departamento de Lenguas and obviously at the UNAB. So we are going to talk with you, about you a little bit.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. Javier, how you doing? First time on this show.
I am not in this show. I am.
No, you are in this show in this moment. You are in this show. You're not a ghost. You are in this show in this moment. So you are going to join us in the show of today. We have a new person on the cabin, on the computer. What's your name?
She's Darly Leon.
Use the microphone.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
My name is Darly.
And how you doing today?
I'm fine.
You fine?
Yeah.
You like the program?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for all the people out there, we are starting the second semester and we have two special guests today. They are from the United States of America and they're going to join the university and they're going to do something in a specific for the university and for the country, for Santander and for the city. So what about you?
You can go ahead.
I'll go ahead and get started.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. My name is Cameron. I'm from Colorado. I was born and raised in Colorado in the U.S., which is a state kind of right in the middle. It's a little closer to the West Coast, but we also have a lot of mountains, but slightly less tropical weather than I've found Bucaramanga to have. Me and Miguel will both be here for 10 months at UNAB. This is my personally second time in Colombia. I lived here last summer in Pamplona, Norte de Santander.
There's a name for Pamplona.
Yes, I keep hearing this. I thought it was very tranquil.
We cannot say that on radio. No, you cannot say that. No, we cannot.
I thought it was a lovely city.
Pamplona is very cold.
It was colder than this. I never had to. Colorado, we have like snow in the winter, so it never got that cold. But I did.
Yeah.
I had sweaters.
It was colder in Pamplona.
In Pamplona, yeah.
Wow.
Well, Bucaramanga is very hot.
Well, yeah.
For me.
Nice.
Oh, these days.
Sometimes.
So Colorado is any special very famous attraction that we can have from Colorado? Maybe from movies, from
culture, movies. I don't know about that, but we have a lot of nature. So like Estes Park is very famous for lots of skiing. People, tourists come to Colorado to see the mountains, go skiing, hiking, backpacking. Denver, I guess people know of the capital city, Denver, a little bit. I don't really know there's a mint, so the coins money is produced in Denver. There's one in the U.S. We have 2 mints. One is in Denver and one is in I think Philadelphia. But I don't think there's that many
Didn't know
people
that.
who are very excited about the production
No.
of coins. So,
Not very much.
yeah. But
The Denver is
Colorado Canyon is on the Colorado or no? Colorado Canyon.
like
Is the Grand Canyon there?
the Grand Canyon's in Arizona,
Yeah, right.
but there's like a lot of the Colorado River is pretty famous.
Mhm.
That's
That's in a movie.
there you go.
Yeah, a comedy. Don't remember the name, but you know, it's in a movie. What about you?
Hi, my name is Miguel Moya. I am from El Paso, Texas, but I grew up in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico for the first 10 years of my life. I am here with Cameron as an English teaching assistant. We're going to be here for 10 months supporting professors of English and also running conversation clubs with both students and faculty across the university. I've been to Colombia before, to Bogota and to Medellin, fell in love with the country, and that's why I decided to apply to be an English teaching assistant here.
So it's the first time in Bucaramanga for you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of us.
That was a very good question from Javier. What do you imagine when you hear the name Bucaramanga?
Well, first of all, it's kind of a tough name to say. I remember telling my mom that I was going to Bucaramanga, Colombia, and then like the next time she told me about it, she's like, "Oh, so you're going to Bucaramanga, Colombia?"
It's a long name, right,
is
for
long.
that city.
It is
Bucara,
long.
yeah.
Yeah, and there's actually like this little Mexican thing that goes Tin Marín de Dopingüe, Cucaramácara Títere fue, and like that was like the first thing that I thought, Cucaramácara. It kind of rhymes with
Sounds
it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway.
There
yeah.
are many Mexican restaurants here in Bucaramanga. I don't know why, but there are many Mexican restaurants and bars and cantinas and stuff. Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
yeah.
appreciate a recommendation.
No, I mean it's not my
El Patrón
El
El
Patrón.
Patrón.
What
en Cabecera.
is that?
Street
Is a restaurant or is a bar?
restaurant.
Is a restaurant?
Yes.
Okay. You have one reference. El Patrón.
El Patrón. Sounds good. Thank you.
It's a nice restaurant.
Yes.
It's
good
expensive,
restaurant.
no?
No.
Okay. How much?
No. 20
He's getting some money for recommending El Patrón, you know.
Sponsored.
Chilangos is other restaurant.
Chilangos.
Chilangos.
Okay, sounds good. I'll have to check them out.
So the first time you got on your email, you're going to visit Bucaramanga. You were like, what's this? So
Well, I kind of knew since
did you Google it?
I Googled it, but I knew of Bucaramanga because I was living in Pamplona. So I knew I met a couple people who had like would come up for the weekend, and they were like, "Oh, I'm from Bucaramanga, the city." And so I had kind of this vision because when I was living there, Pamplona was so small. So I had this vision of Bucaramanga as this, big city off in the distance. And so I kind of knew when I was applying for the Fulbright, they gave us a form and we ranked where we wanted to be placed. And so I put Bucaramanga because I was really interested in the region, and I was like, oh, well, perfect. Here I can have the similar region to Norte de Santander, but live in a big city. And I don't
An
know.
enormous city.
I don't know if it's quite, it's a medium city, but
How many people are here? Like 2 million?
No, 600.
No more?
600,000
600,000 people?
but I think in the
How
metropolitan.
many people are in your city?
In El Paso,
Yeah.
it's like 800,000 or more.
And in the U.S.
In the U.S. as a whole, there's like more than 300 million people.
No, El Paso is Texas, right?
El Paso, Texas, yeah.
Texas is like
Mm-hmm.
Texas is like 10 million.
Oh, 40 million maybe? Yeah, it's a
more
pretty
than
big state, yeah.
And yours in your home city?
Well, in my home city, I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado, and we have, I think, under 200,000.
So
so
yes,
smaller.
it's
So
a
this
big
is-
city.
this is
It's
a
a
big
big
city for
city.
Do you remember a mayor of Bucaramanga called this Little Manhattan?
No, I don't remember that.
Yes,
Little Manhattan.
Little
Yes.
Manhattan.
Why?
because
Because he likes Manhattan.
we have in this part,
Yeah.
La Meseta,
Yeah.
there are many buildings.
How many buildings? So that's why
Yes.
we call Little Manhattan.
Yes.
Okay. Have you been to Manhattan?
I have, yes.
Is this Little Manhattan?
No.
I wouldn't quite go.
That's sure. Yeah, I lived in Manhattan actually for like 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
And is this Little Manhattan?
Well, there's definitely a lot of tall buildings. I'll tell you that. Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
that's a similarity.
Okay, but you mentioned the Fulbright. And I know many people out there that will like, what is Fulbright? What is Fulbright?
Yeah, Fulbright it was originally started in the U.S. It's sponsored by the U.S. government, and it's an exchange program typically for both kind of young professionals, freshly graduated students from the U.S. as well as from other countries to do exchanges in other places. And there's different types. The most common one is an English teaching assistantship, which is what both Miguel and I are here doing in Colombia. But there are also like research and study, and I know there are a lot of scholarships for Colombians to go to the U.S. and do study or teach Spanish. And so there's like, it's kind of an exchange where both governments have commissions that support each other. And yeah, so it's a lot of collaboration between the two governments.
So it has to do a lot with the master's degrees?
Well, you could get a master's degree in another country as a Fulbright grantee. There's definitely like a lot of options of things you could do as a Fulbright grantee. But as a whole, Fulbrighters, as they call them, they are cultural ambassadors representing the United States abroad. And we are exchanging culture and teaching people not just English, but also American culture.
So any student here, he can become a Fulbrighter?
Yeah, any student in Colombia, like at Unab, could apply through the Fulbright Commission in Colombia, the Colombian Fulbright Commission. They do a lot of like outreach. They're really hoping to like get more people to be applying to these grants and can go represent Colombia in the U.S. and share Colombian culture and yeah.
So it would be nice. So and I guess the first thing in the list is, in the checklist, is you must know English, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to apply to be a grantee from Colombia to study in the United States, I'm assuming that you should know some English at the very least.
I don't know exactly the level that's required, because, for example, to come to Colombia, the level of Spanish required, like at a minimum, was like intermediate. I think was the requirement. Like
What's the level of Spanish?
I'm probably like B1.5. But a very confident B1.5. So if you don't speak Spanish, you will be convinced that I am fluent. But if you speak Spanish, you'll know.
So people in Santander, we speak Spanish very, very fast, you know, and we use many things, many stuff that maybe you may consider kind of weird, you know. For example, we say, ya vengo, and you leave. So you say like, well, you stuff like that, you know.
Yeah. Similar to like Mexican Spanish, like you'll say ahorita vengo.
Yeah.
And ahorita could mean 5 minutes, 10
Yeah.
minutes,
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, like when they give you a call, yeah, we're starting the meeting. Where are you? I'm 2 minutes away, and you are taking a shower. You know, it happens a lot. So the students, they have like a opportunity to become Fulbrighters too. If so, it's another opportunity for students to really get into English and get the best in the classes, and you are going to be attending some of the classes, right? What's your job or what's your role? What are you going to do in the classes? I don't know.
Well, we are English teaching assistants, and within that role, we are supporting professors of English at the Department of Languages here at the university in carrying out their instruction, and we are supporting various levels of English. It could be all the way from A1 to like B2, and it really depends on the needs of the class and what the professor needs from us. And we are getting started next week in supporting these classrooms, so we're still not sure exactly what we're going to be doing. At some points, we may be leading an activity or actually standing in front of the class and leading a lesson, but it really does depend on what we are tasked to do.
So you're going to have the typical first class. Hello, my name is, I'm from What do you want to know about me? Yeah.
We'll
And later on,
Pretty
just
much.
supporting the processes and stuff. Would
Yeah.
be nice to have you in the classes.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something else that you are going to do, not specifically in the university, but kind of in the region.
hmm Well, there's two more things that we are
Okay.
doing. On top of supporting classrooms, we are also leading conversation clubs, not just with students across the university, but also with faculty and staff. And this is just to support like English language acquisition for people at the university. And then on top of the conversation clubs, we are also going to be leading a social service project in the community of Bucaramanga.
That's your chance. You want to practice English?
Yes, but I have a question. Why the teachers of the university can or not admit with students group?
What do you mean?
The teachers
Yeah.
of the university.
Ah,
We don't go to the class, normal class.
yeah, because here the teachers are not allowed to enroll in classes with the students, like in the same room, like mixed. That's a good question. This building has 5 floors. Go there and ask. I don't have the answer, to be honest. I used once I had a teacher. She was from music program. She was in the class with the students, and that was cool. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. Maybe the teacher didn't like it. Maybe the students didn't like it. So I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I think it's also helpful, like the conversation clubs with the professors are based in departments. So like we go in and meet with all of, like today I went and met with all of the accounting department, and it was really good because we were able to schedule a time that was based on all of their schedules and do it in their office. So it was like really helpful. It made it so that everyone in the department was able to come and practice English for an hour. And I know some of the classes are like 2 or 3 hours long, and so
Yeah.
I think it's really helpful for
One
to
class
have,
is 5 hours long.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Some are on Saturdays at 7 a.m. and they're 5 hours. Yeah, we saw
No,
some
I-
of the schedules.
I have a class on Friday afternoon, 1 to 6.
Oof.
Oof.
That's pretty tough.
I'm a wizard on that 5 hours.
Nice
So-
schedule.
Yeah, at the university. So assistants and conversation clubs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And outside the university,
Yeah, so outside of the university, the other component of the Fulbright Columbia ETA grant, which I think might be unique to Fulbright Columbia. Like, I think this is something special.
Really?
I don't know if all of the Fulbright programs, like, because there's Fulbright, U.S. students can apply to go any country in the world, basically. And I don't know if all of them have this, so I think it's pretty special that it's a component. We also spend each week an allotted amount of hours doing a social project in the community, and it's really great. We actually just had a meeting today with Doris,
Yeah, from the Social Transformation Office at
yeah.
the university.
and she walked us through some options that we could have working with organizations through the university, some programs that already are up and running. We also have the option of going on into the community and finding our own organization or project, starting a club, but it's really open-ended. Like whatever we feel, like our skills, our passions, we can pursue a project in Bucaramanga, in the greater metropolitan area, helping the community, which is a really awesome component.
sounds good. Sounds great. And supported by the university or the mayor too?
It'd be nice if it was supported by the mayor.
I'm not saying. I'm asking you.
Yeah.
I
If-
don't know.
Well, it's pretty open-ended. We're still not sure what the project would look like, but as of right now, it seems that we may end up doing it through the university. But we do have the option to find some other project outside of UNAB.
All right. I got a couple of questions that a mate wants to make. Okay. Very fast. I give you a question to give me a very fast answer.
Rapid
right?
fire,
Okay.
yeah.
So, first question. A song.
La Ley del Monte by Vicente Fernández.
All right, and you?
I think it's called Ojalá by Sylvia something. That doesn't count if I don't know his last name.
Ojalá, Silvia. That's it. That's the song we're looking for. A food.
Chilaquiles.
Fruit. It's a category of food. If that counts.
No, give me one.
Mango.
Mango.
Hmm.
Green or
No, very ripe.
all right.
That was-
And sport.
Football.
Rugby.
Rugby.
Mhm.
You played
Football,
rugby.
football?
I played in
Football.
Football
No,
colombiano.
americano,
o
fútbol internacional, sí.
Yeah. No, not
El
the-
que se juega
the-
con el pie.
Yeah, yeah. Rugby.
rugby.
You played rugby.
I played in college. Yeah.
Yeah. You good?
Well,
What's the difference between rugby and football?
American football.
That's the name, American football.
Well, I mean,
You have to be
we
that
call it
specific, you
football.
know.
We call
Yeah,
it football.
I mean,
but-
just to tell it.
You don't say
Right.
soccer, no?
Well, if I'm in the United States, I'll call it soccer. 'Cause
Yeah.
no one calls it football. In the United States, if you say football over there, they're assuming American football.
Okay. So what's the main difference between rugby and football?
Rugby has some weird components. I think the biggest one is you only throw the ball backwards, so you get penalized if you throw it forwards. And there's a lot of like picking people up.
So in rugby, you don't throw the ball forward.
No, only
No?
back. Yeah, and you throw it like it's like an egg, and you like swing
It's
it
pretty
like
big.
a baby.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Well, it's small. It's only a little bigger than a football ball, but you underhand throw it in this kind of weird way
So you have to move forward and throw it.
behind you. So, yeah, so all the players are in like a line that's like facing backwards, and then they like will throw it back in the line.
That's interesting.
It's super weird.
I suppose it was the same thing, you know, throw the ball, try to hit somebody else. No?
No, we also don't wear any protection.
You
So
nothing?
no, nothing. So I think there's like little hats sometimes. But so in theory, it's.
But a little
it's-
hat it doesn't protect
No.
it, to be honest.
Yeah, a little hat is not helpful.
All right, place to visit in Colombia.
Medellin.
Santa Marta.
Place you don't want to visit in Colombia.
Pasto.
You know Pasto?
Very far.
I've heard of it. I don't know what's there, though.
I would say Cartago.
Cartago. Cartago is in Antioquia?
No, Valle.
Cartago Valle?
Yes, north of Valle.
No
Someone
idea.
just told me not to go there.
Why Cartago? Why Cartago?
I don't know. Someone said don't go to Cartago.
It's very nice. Coffee.
Favorite movie?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Nice movie.
Yeah.
Not the end, to be honest. Just
Uh,
in the middle. Though.
Mhm.
Ooh, I really have been liking A24 films lately, like Ex Machina.
Ex
Like,
Machina.
That one's like spooky.
In Spanish, it's called Ex Machina.
Huh?
In Spanish.
Mm.
I don't know why. You know Ex Machina?
No.
You know Ex Machina? Nice movie, right? But in English, it's Ex Machina.
Who's that director?
Oh, I don't know, but it's A24.
Oh, what's A24?
A24 is like it's like a independent film company.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of cool. They did like Get Out. They do good horror
Yeah.
that's like freaky.
That's cool.
I don't really like horror that much, but
I love it.
you should watch these.
Yeah, okay.
Favorite class at the university?
Well, we haven't taken any here, but...
No. From
art history.
art history.
Yeah.
And you?
I love like sociological classes. I
Okay.
think are so fun.
And finally, any Colombian food you love to try?
That we haven't tried yet.
Yeah, that you haven't tried.
Hormigas culonas.
You haven't tried hormigas culonas?
No, not yet.
You got any?
No, I
No?
don't know.
Oh, that would
I
be
like-
cool.
You don't like hormigas culonas?
No.
And you?
I also want to try that.
Why? Because somebody just recommended it, because you heard the name and you want to know the
Both.
physiology of the
Both.
ants.
Yeah, I wanna. I love like I'm very much will do anything one time. Well, that's not true. I'll do a lot of things one time. I like to try new things, and that's one that because a lot of people are like spooked out by the idea, but I want to try it.
So hormigas culonas.
Did you taste tartara?
Tartara.
Oh yeah.
Sauce?
You've tried?
Con piña.
I've tried it in the U.S., but not here. Like tartar sauce, like with
Mm-hmm.
fish.
That's
I
the
have.
especialité
Oh, really?
Here, yeah.
Okay.
Try with empanadas.
With empanadas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had
That's
it with a
best,
burger the other night.
Yeah? Where?
Yes, with
The
burger.
supposedly a famous place.
With fries.
There was
It was
a line at
packed?
the door. Yeah.
Okay.
And it had cat.
Nearby or?
It was in Kawasera, I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
And
That's
it was
cool.
nice.
Well, there are many places here to eat burgers, no? Right?
Yes, Bucaramanga is the capital.
Burgers in
Burger
Colombia.
capital.
To be honest, every single thing you can eat here is going to be delicious.
I don't know
Empanadas,
why.
arepas.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Empanadas, arepas, burgers, pizzas, whatever. You
Yeah, the food is great here so far.
want. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fast food.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We used to have, like 3 years ago, there was a guy from Manchester.
Mm.
He tried the empanadas, and he was connected with empanadas, like 1 week. He only ate empanadas, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's not a joke. It was real.
Yes.
He got sick. He got into the hospital.
That's a lot of bread.
But I mean, breakfast like 2 or 3, lunch like 4 or 5, 6, dinner 2 or 3. He used to go outside to get some drinks and something with empanadas and stuff.
Uy.
You got
He
you got-
become fat?
no,
No.
he got sick.
Well, it's a good lesson. We won't eat that many.
No, not that man. It was 1 week. I remember it was the first day he arrived here. It was first empanada. He said, "Hey, it's delicious." And the third one, I'm gonna try again. 1 week he was in the show. 1 week at the show. How was your weekend? I was at the hospital. Eating empanadas all week. It's not a good idea. So time flies with radio. Yeah, time goes out. So it's a pleasure to have you here. I suppose and I hope it's not the only time you're going to be joining the show and sharing your experiences here in the city. We wish you the best with the university because we love to have people from the US and give us some ideas about some appreciations you have about the education here. And obviously any question you have, we can help you. We are going to be more than happy to help you on any questions that you have. Okay?
Sounds great. Thanks for
Alright.
having
Yeah,
us.
thank you. for
Anything you
having us.
need, just tell us. Let us know. If you are going to travel, enjoy the city, enjoy Colombia. It's a wonderful place. It's a wonderful country. And we hope you love it as much as we do.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Sounds good.
No more. You are welcome in Unab Radio when you like.
Whenever you need this area and estación, bueno,
Estación 42.
podemos editar esa parte que yo no me sé.
I
Station.
call CPA.
Yeah, it used to be called CPA.
CPA.
Okay.
And we love that name.
Yeah, so every Thursday at 5.
Yeah, every Thursday at 5.
Yes.
Who's going to be? Both of you, or you're going to take turns? Or
I think it's mostly Cameron for this semester. And if I have time, I'll join. Yeah. I think I have a conversation club during this time.
It's your first Christmas here in Colombia?
Christmas?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go back home for Christmas. Yeah.
I
But-
might stay here.
But semester, Christmas in Colombia starts on October.
September.
Yeah, there's a radio station that says what?
En septiembre se siente diciembre.
That's the name. In September you feel December.
Yes.
That's the name.
Wow.
So-
When does Christmas end? January?
Like we're still on Christmas. Still
So
celebrating.
it's always Christmas in Colombia.
Yeah, you can see people. They don't waste time like taking out the decorations. Just leave it there.
Wow.
So thank you very much for being here, Javier. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's your name again?
Darly Leon.
Derly. Sorry, I forgot. See you next week.
Sounds
Bye-bye.
good. Thank
Ciao.
you.
Bye bye.
Somos las voces que representan un país. En Unab Radio nos unen las diferencias. Una gran variedad de caminos que nos llevan a un mismo lugar. Este es tu lugar seguro. Somos diversidad de voces. Somos Unab Radio.